Here's a group recap question. Pause the video if you like before you hear me give the answer. So here's the first question. What are the advantages of RT ActiveView? Well, the advantages are it's a full PDI. I mean, when you take a look at the ActiveView as it's in place, this is a full support for the PDI standard that we've created with Pi Process Book. That means Visual Basic for applications, the support for batches, as you see here. I can make use of these batch trends exceptionally well. SQC support, all that stuff is built in. Tremendous advantage. Now, there are some disadvantages, though, which we'll get to in the next question. That's one big advantage. The other advantage I'd like to point out is you'll notice that, as good as we think RT WebParts is a webby kind of application. Now, Microsoft is coming up with a new infrastructure for implementing web applications, the Silverlight technology. So we may see the web applications get faster as time goes on, but there's no denying that RT WebParts is a webby type of application. Just like internet access to Outlook, for example, it tends to be slower than regular Outlook on your desktop. RT WebParts can tend to, in response, tend to be kind of webby and slower than a rich client like this. This is more of a rich client that gets the, the advantages of the rich client, the immediate response that you're used to getting from executables and ActiveX controls. Okay, second question. What are the disadvantages? Well, probably first and foremost is it does require a connection to the Pi server. If you remember correctly, port 5450 does have to be open in order for the RT ActiveView control to work. And that's different than regular RT WebParts, which simply works with port 80. Also, deployment can be considerably more difficult. Well, there practically is no deployment for RT WebParts. You just make sure you have a browser and the latest add-in, SVG support add-in, which is a real quick download. Now compare that to ActiveView, which is a large download if you're going to have to download this using the old cab file method, or and in addition, it is an install that requires privileges in some cases, because VBA, if it's not already installed, is going to be installed, and that requires some privileges to do that. So those are the advantages and disadvantages of ActiveView.